Okay.
It's hanging again.
Mhm.
Okay. He said we should stop. He'll let us know when to continue. I'll signal us when I.
Okay.
So
Sandra.
do you mean
Yes,
to?
ma'am.
Yeah. Did you see where she said the question is from a 13-year-old?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Sandra, do you want to read the next question? I mean, the other Sandra.
Okay.
All right.
Mute.
Okay.
There's another link. This is.
Have you ever felt like drowning in self-doubt, unsure of your purpose, and longing for a sense of fulfillment? You're not alone. Men and women struggle to find their voice, balance their passions, and rise above the noise of society's expectations. But what if you could break free from the shackles of limitation and unlock your true potential? Welcome to the Radiant Women Growth Network, a vibrant global community empowering women to unleash their full potential. Our mission is to inspire and equip women to rise above limitations, fulfill their purpose, and make a positive impact. In this supportive and inclusive space, women from diverse backgrounds connect, share experiences, and learn from each other. Whether seeking personal growth, work-life balance, or navigating life transitions, our community offers inspiring teachers and guardians on self-discovery, leadership, and empowerment, meaningful connections and supportive relationships, personal growth resources, webinars, workshops, and online courses, opportunities for collaboration and networking, and a safe space for vulnerability and feedback. Gather values of love, inclusiveness, godliness, growth, honesty, and teamwork. We foster a culture of respect, empathy, and encouragement. Join us today and shine with purpose and passion. Let's rise together and make a difference. Have you ever felt like drowning in self-doubt, unsure of your purpose, and longing for a sense of fulfillment? You're not alone. Men and women struggle to find their voice, balance their passions, and rise above the noise of society's expectations. But what if you could break free from the shackles of limitation and unlock your true potential? Welcome to the Radiant Women Growth Network, a vibrant global community empowering women to unleash their full potential. Our mission is to inspire and equip women to rise above limitations, fulfill their purpose, and make a positive impact. In this supportive and inclusive space, women from diverse backgrounds connect, share experiences, and learn from each other. Whether seeking personal growth, work-life balance, or navigating life transitions, our community offers inspiring teachers and guardians on self-discovery, leadership, and empowerment, meaningful connections and supportive relationships, personal growth resources, webinars, workshops, and online courses, opportunities for collaboration and networking, and a safe space for vulnerability and feedback. Gather values of love, inclusiveness, godliness, growth, honesty, and teamwork. We foster a culture of respect, empathy, and encouragement. Join us today and shine with purpose and passion. Let's rise together and make a difference. Have you ever felt like drowning in self-doubt, unsure of your purpose, and longing for a sense of fulfillment? you're not alone. Men and women struggle to find their voice, balance their passions, and rise above the noise of society's expectations. But what if you could break free from the shackles of limitation and unlock your true potential? Welcome to the Radiant Women Growth Network, a vibrant global community empowering women to unleash their full potential. Our mission is to inspire and equip women to rise above limitations, fulfill their purpose, and make a positive impact. In this supportive and inclusive space, women from diverse backgrounds connect, share experiences, and learn from each other. Whether seeking personal growth, work-life balance, or navigating life transitions, our community offers inspiring teachers and guardians in self-discovery, leadership, and empowerment, meaningful connections and supportive relationships, personal growth resources, webinars, workshops, and online courses, opportunities for collaboration and networking, and a safe space for vulnerability and feedback. Guided by values of love, inclusiveness, godliness, growth, honesty, and teamwork, we foster a culture of respect, empathy, and encouragement. Join us today and shine with purpose and passion. Let's rise together and make a difference.
Start from the old questions, or because I'm seeing new ones again.
Yes, we can start from the old questions. Yes. So Dan was trying to say we should be fast in responding to the questions because more questions are still coming, so that we don't overshoot the time. And with this network thing, so yeah. Any other questions, you can join the group and ask for that. Thank you. So over to you, Sandra, now.
All right. Hello, everyone. Sorry for that break in transmission. We're doing the question and answer time, and we'll continue from where we stopped. We lost some of the questions, but luckily we have a screenshot, so we'll start from the old questions, and then we'll catch up with the ones we are seeing right now. Okay. So one of the questions was from Unique Love. Unique Love asked a question. She says, please, ma, as regards to and finding yourself, please, what steps should I take, especially not knowing who you are or what you are even capable of doing? I think that question.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. It's good to see your beautiful faces once again today. And the person that asked this question, I don't know if you were around yesterday, because there were some steps, some strategic steps that we shared yesterday. The thing about finding purpose and discovering yourself is not someone who just do at a snap of a finger. It is a journey. Discovering your purpose stems from discovering yourself. Self-discovery is discover your purpose. The first thing you may want to do to take a step in self-discovery is to start finding your uniqueness. Start finding your uniqueness. What are your strengths? What are your inherent gifts? Start discovering things that are so unique to yourself. Remember, we said that before you can identify who you are, that is self-identity, you must know your source. Then start answering the questions we asked yesterday. Who are you? That is your identity. Unfortunately, you cannot answer this question if you don't know your source. And knowing your source is beyond saying God is my source. If you know your source as God, but you don't know the characteristics of God, it means that you don't know God. You will not know what is, because God has a DNA to run through his children. When you know who God is, his characteristics, his capabilities, what he can do and what he cannot do. You will know exactly who you are, what you can do and what you cannot do. There is one thing God cannot do, and that is lying. He can never lie. All his words are A and amen. He said that heaven and earth shall pass away, but not even any atom of his word can go without fulfilling his promises. Like when you see some things, you panic, you are panicking on certain things because you don't know the right word that fits such situation. So the first step you may want to take is to start embarking on your self-discovery, which involves discovering things that are unique to you. Those things that stand you out from the crowd. Talking about your strengths, talking about your talents, talking about your potential. Start discovering those things. Then start dipping yourself on mindfulness. Mindful meditations. Always ensure that you have quiet time with God. When you are having mindful meditations, you tend to discover who God is. Do not allow people to describe who God is to you. Discover a personal relationship. When you have a personal relationship with God, he will show you the secret and mighty things that you never knew exist. And these secret and mighty things happen at the altar of, that personal relationship. You may want it in having a conversation or a journey with a purpose coach. You may want to engage in a journey with a friend. You can discover yourself, discover your strengths, discover your inherent gifts, and be able to harmonize all your discoveries to create a path that leads to purposeful living. I hope this answers your question. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Oluchi. The next question was from Sarah. And Sarah asked, how do one handle mental health issues as a student? And she says, I battle with acceptance around people. I feel that people don't like me. I also battle with overthinking and the feeling of insufficiency. Shall I take that again, or it's fine?
No, that's fine.
Thank you.
Okay. Sarah, remember when I spoke about the core beliefs we form, while going through the trauma. So the thing is that you form that belief of that people don't like you, or you overthink people's actions. And this happened, maybe you grew up in an environment where your parents are perfectionists, right? Or you experienced emotional neglect from them. So the thing is that it's just you going through your healing journey. That's what it is, to change your mindset, to change your belief system. That's what it is. So, but if you continue like that, it will still affect you no matter what. Rather, what you will do is you turn into a people pleaser, just for them to like you. Or you become anxious, you find that you have this anxiety that something bad is about to happen, right? So if you don't deal with it, then it will affect you. So what you can do is to embark on your healing journey, right? Just embark on your healing journey, and then we take it up from there. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, just to add a bit to what Onyi has said in response to that question, what I think is happening here is a lot of limitations, has projected itself into your life from the different experiences that you must have had over time. link it up to all the childhood experiences, especially the adverse ones. And sometimes it's not basically from what you did not have, but sometimes from what you have, but you didn't get enough of it. So probably some problems with parenting while you were growing up. So most times when we trace all of these problems, we can actually find them and from our child. And what I can say to you is that you can rise above all of these limitations. You can start a journey where you can reframe your mind. You can retrain your brain to begin to give you what you want, to begin to visualize the kind of person that you want to see. So like Oyin said, people pleasing is what will begin to happen. And this is a sign of low self-esteem in itself. Your self-esteem has been eroded so much that you now feel unworthy, you feel unlovable, you have this feeling of helplessness. So I think, I don't think, but I will say to you that I have a solution. And that if you stay till the end of this conference, we will be announcing what that solution is. This is a topic that I have dealt with it together to make things easy for people who are going through things like this. So stay through till the end and you will find that tool that will help you truly rise above these limitations. Thank
Thank you very much, Emma. We are very, very grateful. The question was from Aja Abigail. Abigail says, please reach out to a well-known or influential mentor. In other words, how do I go about mentorship?
Okay, can I say something about that briefly? So Abigail, yes, you want to be mentored by someone who has a great reputation. All right. So what it is you can be mentored from a distance, actually. You don't have to have a physical connection with someone to mentor you. There are people that I see as mentors and I have never met them in person, and I may not even ever meet them in person because they are in different parts of the world. But how do I connect with these people? I follow them on their social media handles. I read a lot from them. I subscribe to their email listing, to their newsletters. I get newsletters from them and I read up-to-date information about what they have, what new thing they have to offer. I read their books, I buy their books and I read their books. So when you read the books of a mentor or someone that you look up to, that you want mentorship from, you can get so much value from their books without even getting in touch with them physically, okay? So you can also be mentored by someone with a great reputation by signing up for their conferences. When they are hosting webinars, they are hosting events. That is a way to draw yourself closer to them. So when the time comes for you to, or when you have the opportunity to connect with them physically, maybe through sending an email, you have already built a connection already. So it's not like you don't know anything about them, you have not read any of their books, you have not attended any of their webinars, and you just want them to mentor you. That would be difficult. But if you're sending an email to them and saying, or even have access to them on Twitter or LinkedIn, and you're sending a direct message to say, I attended your course, or I attended this program, from you on XYZ date, and this and that. It's easy for this person of high reputation to know, oh my God, this person has been following me. All of my mentors, all of my coaches, I make sure I buy their materials. I have their books, both those that I've connected with physically and those that I am yet to connect with. And that is how I have been able to, go about that. So there are sometimes they offer mentorship programs, and most of us that have spoken here do offer mentorship programs from time to time, coaching programs from time to time. So and the best way to know it is make sure you are following any of us here if you want to get more information about the things that we do to continue this journey of your emergence into radiance. I hope I'm able to answer that question. Thank you.
To add to what Chinwema just said, thank you so much for that elaborate answer. And that is what it is about mentorship. So to add to it, in the journey of radiance and impact, if you really want to make an impact in this world, if you want to be great, if you want to radiate your light, be ready for sacrifices. There are people that they want to have it all, even at the comfort of their house, without lifting a finger, without spending a dime. That is a fat lie, a very big one. If you really want to stand out from the crowd, be ready for sacrifices. I was having a conversation with someone recently. I said that if I were to say the biggest investment I've ever made in life is spending on myself, investing on. So I can't calculate. When it comes to personal development, don't even think it, because you need it from all angles. Mentorship, do I have the highest person you can ever invest in and be sure of getting return on your investment is yourself. Don't be unapologetic about it. Be unapologetic on spending on yourself. So if you really want to step out from your comfort zone and get it right in life, be ready for sacrifice. And that sacrifice is financial sacrifice. Thank you.
Thank you very much. She said, thank you, ma'am. Sandra would be. Yeah. Answered my question. Not sure about that bit. I think the other part is clear. So yes. Connect on LinkedIn. She wants to know how to connect. She's a writer and she's willing to learn social media management as well.
Okay. Is Sandra taking?
Yes, Sandra, we can hear you.
I hear your voice. Well, you stopped talking.
Okay. I don't know if we can hear me.
Then maybe yours is delayed.
Okay, I think I've just refreshed and it looks like we are back. Okay, I think I've just refreshed. And
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mark. For anybody that wants to connect, we have Otu part-time author. She was nice, a two-time author. Very soon will be his what's done so far. Many of our people who are willing to be paid team sites and all their social media. Sandra, can you mute? Sorry. Moving on. Nkiru asked the question, and she said, for someone with little financial literacy, how do we turn financial plans for our begin to make financial plans for children? Who is ready to take this?
If Sandra is still here, financial, go to her.
I think Sandra is off at the moment. Sandra is off at the moment. She would be the most appropriate person to answer this. So we'll just move on to the next one. Whenever she comes on, then we'll take that question. So the next question says, I'll move on to what is not financial. Somebody asked on the WhatsApp group, the person says, how can you grow your social network outside your immediate space? Especially when in your current environment, many people seem to have this beef or envy towards you. Shall I take the question again?
Just hold on a bit. I just want to be sure that we're still.
Yes, we are still on.
Okay. I think it's working now.
Mhm.
I don't.
I'll do the question again. Someone asked on WhatsApp, how can you grow your social network outside your immediate space, especially when in your current environment, many people seem to have this beef, envy towards you. Who will do as the honors?
I wish I can see the person that asked these questions. I would like to also ask her some questions that will also inform the best response to give her. When it comes to social network, the first advice I always give anybody is to first of all create your core value. Ensure you understand your personal value so that you can attract who aligns with your personal value. If you have a personal value and you set out for social network, you will find out that you'll be very intentional on the kind of person you let into your space. You know, most times why people say I've been beaten, my fingers have been burnt by friends is because they are not intentional about friendship. Anybody that comes their way and say, oh, you're beautiful, this person is my bestie. Oh, I like your hair, this person is my bestie. You know, anybody that say anything good, because you are not and at esteem that is a no-no, is a no-go area for me. So you may want to craft your personal value and know the things that you stand for, so that before you go into any relationship at all, they will be at the forefront to direct you. And don't allow friends to pick you. What do I mean by this? Be the one to choose your friends. Even when someone is coming closer to you, you can still be people's friends, but they are very far from you. But if you are bringing someone very close to you, what it means is that, see, my values align with what I'm seeing in this person. And what it means is that I am the one who is choosing this person, bringing this person closer, because I can see the value that aligns with why I'm choosing this person as friends. So do not choose anybody, no matter how flashy or whatever they appear at that, by creating your core value so that you can attract your like. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Oluchi.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I'll take the question on the financials again. And the question says, that's by Inkiru. Inkiru says, for someone with little financial literacy, how do we, in the most basic term, begin to make financial plans for our children?
Okay. Okay, can we hear me? Because I'm struggling with some things
Yes.
here.
Yes.
Can hear you.
For this question, in the most basic and simple terms, helping you to be with you starting right now to help your children know how you make money. How do you make money? What do you do? So my children know where I work and they know where their father works. And we explain to them what we do in our various jobs. They know how much we earn. Yes, they do. Especially the first one, because he will be 8. They know how much we know what we do with our money. So no matter you need to give your children an upfront and honest description of what you do to make money, how you do it in literal terms. If you have to take your children to your workplace, take them to your workplace. If you need to, wherever it is that you exchange value, to let them have a first-hand feel of what you do. So sometimes I'm crafting an email to director or my MD. I craft an email and I just craft the email and I save a draft on my personal laptop. When I come home, I call my son and I just tell him, come and look at the email I want to send to my MD. You see, and I explain what, the tone. There is a way to communicate with certain kinds of executives. So I explained that to him as well. When I wanted to teach him customer service, which was something I did in the bank for several years, I took them to a branch of the bank and made them sit down in a place where they could observe how customer service specialists or representatives were attending to customers, how they pick up phones, how they give customers forms, and all of that. So in the most simplest way, begin from now to help your children have a first-hand and a first-class understanding of how you make money. My parents did not, I had all my needs met growing up. So I really did not work and how they made money, what they made, And so when I was in the university, I kind of struggled when people talk about entrepreneur. Oh my goodness, you see. So yeah, I don't know if that answers your question, but that is something that's something I currently do. What I would recommend to any parent who wants to intentionally put their children on the path of financial literacy. And then I would also recommend Money Africa. I don't know if you know Money Africa. They have a provision. So you can look there.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. We are really, really grateful. For lack of time, for every other question that is still online, I think I see 2 more questions that we have not handled yet. please reach out on the WhatsApp group and then also check the bios of our speakers, link up with them, connect with them, and then they will do justice to all these questions. In the meantime, for our closing, we are having the all-time amazing Chiwema. She's going to give us the closing, and her closing remark is dubbed Poised to Emerge. Please be and welcome her as she closes this conference. Thank you.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. I hope we have had an amazing time so far. I don't know about you, but please let me know what it has been for you. How has experience been for you in the last 2 days? Let us know in the comment. How has it been? Just describe it in one word. How it has been. Just one word. How it has been. Honestly, I know I'm the convener, right? But I have been learning myself. I have been learning so much from all the speakers, even from the moderators. I have learned so much. And if you have stayed until now, thank you for being here. Thank you for taking that step to tell yourself that you would invest time into your personal growth and development. Thank you for taking that, that's move, that step, because it's usually that one big step that is a problem for some people. And a lot of times it might be trauma, it might be different things that's holding people back. It might be financial. Everything that we've touched on in this conference has been my experience. So just to let you know that I've not always been like this. By the time you get closer and you get to know a little more about me, you will know what my background has been, or you will know what my background was like. So if I can move from that place where I wasn't sure of my identity to a place where I have been able to uncover my identity, to a place where I've been able to and refine them and develop them to the point that I can use them to speak to you today, to write to you and use all the things that the gifts that God has endowed me with to do what I'm doing today. It is a proof that you can do just the same. I have also had to heal from childhood trauma. So don't see any of us here and think, oh, these women all look, this is how they've always been. No, it's been a journey of intentionality. Like I always say, you have to be the one to motivate yourself. So if you're waiting for anybody to come and, push you and motivate you, nobody is coming, my darling. Nobody is coming to push you. So in this life, you have to push yourself. So this is what this conference is about. I believe that we have been able, with the time that is available to us to do this, to move you, to push you from that place of inertia where you are, where you were not sure if you should attend this conference or not. I believe that the experience you have had has pushed you, has taught you how to self-motivate, that if these women who are speaking on this conference can do this, that means you have found the inspiration to believe in yourself that you can do just the same. All right? So for lack of time, I am just going to dive into the closing session. I would not bring a conference together and just leave you hanging after the conference. No, because this is the experience so many people have. They attend conferences, and after the conference, everybody just goes away. You don't know what to do for you to continue to live that life that you've been exposed to. that is possible by that conference. So this is what I'm going to be running through with you as I take you on a closing session with a topic that I have tagged Poised to Emerge. So if I'm looking at my screen because I have made some notes, okay? Poised to emerge. What does this poised mean? In fact, poised is a word that I love so much. I just love the way it sounds. I love the vibes that it gives, okay? So poised, when I look through my dictionary, means ready to move, prepared and waiting for something to happen. You know the way the athletes, who even watched the Olympics that just ended, right? If you watch the athletes that were running the races, now they get to the point where they start, where they are ready and they are set and just waiting for the whistle to be blown for them to take off. That is what to be poised means. We have tried our very best in this conference to get you to that point where you are saying, you know what, I have been activated. I have been, maybe if you started moving before and you are stuck somewhere. This conference, I believe, has been able to catalyze you, move you a little bit, accelerate that motion for you so that you don't stay stuck anymore. Enough of being stuck, enough of hiding yourself under the bushel. It is time for you to emerge, to come out, to bring out that radiance that God has put on your inside, right? To poise means you are ready to take off. It means that you are ready, you're on the verge for that beauty and highest charismatic version of yourself to truly emerge. That is what this word means. It means a readiness for action. You are ready. And what is the mark of this? You know, you get to a point where you are now balanced. You are now at an equilibrium. You're asking questions before, but now you're gaining some clarity. You're knowing, okay, this has been what I've been dealing with. This is what has been holding me back. Now I know that there is someone that I can reach out to. That I know someone who has given me financial advice and she's having a WhatsApp group where something is going to be happening that can continue to propel me on this journey of personal self-development. Because this is what this is about. Anyone else, it is about you. One thing I know about women is when a woman is liberated, everyone else around her will feel the impact. The world at large feels the impact of a liberated woman because you've been hiding for so long. And I believe that this conference has been able to open that thing, that container that you've been closing. It's opened it up to you so that you can begin to see. And when you get to that point, you're ready for a new you to be birthed. Because one thing about me is professionally, I am a midwife. But I know when I get my purpose, that beyond being a professional midwife that is registered in Nigeria, I am also a purpose midwife. I help people birth their purpose. I help women discover themselves. That is what I do because that has really, really helped me. And you get to that place where you are stable in yourself, where you have a balance of character. You now know yourself. You now know your source, that the person that you're connected to. You now know who you'll be listening to and not the opinion of people, because people's opinion are cheap. What does the God who created say about this? That is that point where you know that you are ready. The character that gives you power and that you speak confidently without being afraid. You get to a point where you are full of courage and confidence because you know the DNA body. Get to that point where you know that you're a woman who carries yourself with gentleness, with humility, but at the same you are confident. You get to a point where you are both able, where you have gained mass identity that people give to you. It's no longer the pre-written societal expectations that people want you to live by. You're now a woman, now aware. That is what I'm talking about. I will tell you again about the word emergence. What does it mean to emerge? It is the process of becoming visible after being concealed. You have been concealed for a long time. The light that you carry has been concealed for a long time. There are so many women out there who are waiting for you to shine your light. Just as so many women who have gone ahead of me shine their own light on my path. That is the same thing that I'm replicating. And if every one of us who is under the sound of my voice this evening, or if any one of us who have been in this conference from yesterday up to today wants to do the same thing, you have to stay connected to that thing, that light source. You have to stay connected. Now, it is the process of prominence and relevance. As I say it again, you're not a biological accident. It doesn't matter whether it doesn't matter if you know who your mother or your father is. The fact that is important is that God allows that energetic field, the sperm and the egg that came to whenever it did, and you were born. That is what is important. If you're here, God made you to be here. And all you have to do in your lifetime is to ensure that you fulfill His we've been talking about. I'll tell you something. Okay, I'll just go on. Sorry, I thought I was hearing another voice. Okay, so I like to use nature. I like to apply the lesson I learned from nature so much to my life. It has to do whether trees or plants, animals or insects. I learn from all of these things because it shows there's so from the animal